Will your social media stop you from getting published? My name is Jean. I'm an author, editor, publishing professional. I help you make your writing better. This depends. This person says that they are addressing controversial topics. I will tell you that publishing largely leans to the left. When we are talking about literary agents, the publishers, like the people who are boots on the ground putting books out into the world, largely leans to the left. It's a highly educated crowd. It's a pretty like ethnically, religiously diverse crowd. It is a global industry, and so we tend to lean to the left of what American politics is doing. But obviously, not always, right? Like the farthest right people also have book deals. So, like, are you addressing controversial topics? Is that going to affect your ability to get published? I don't know. What do you mean by controversial? What do you mean by addressing them? What do you mean by getting published? Are you saying like you are being extremely radical and extreme online in a way that is off-putting for most people, but you want a big five publishing deal? That might be a problem. Are you saying like that you are being really violent and inciting a lot of violence and being like that's the way that you are addressing this, but you are wanting to write like kids books? That might be a problem. But you're saying that like this is about autofiction, so this is probably about your life. So like if you're talking about your experience with domestic abuse, and I'm totally speculating, I don't know this person, I'm just like wildly guessing. If you're talking about your experience with like domestic abuse and homelessness, and so you are speaking out about legislation that impacts domestic abuse laws and homeless people and homeless populations, okay, well, that makes perfect sense for you to be talking about those things. Being outspoken about anything controversial online is going to attract some heat, and how you respond to that heat is much more important than whether or not you are attracting it. Being mean and violent and hateful and hurtful to people online, that can get you into a lot of trouble. Simply stating your opinion or sharing studies or sharing statistics or information about legislation, that's much less likely to get you into any sort of trouble in these contracts. Publishers have these things called morality clauses in which they can cut ties with you if you are behaving immorally, but that is usually, again, going to be something that is like inciting violence, and it is the way that you handle the heat. The literary agency has several clients that are quite outspoken about some topics that are very heated online, but they handle it in a way that is professional. They know when to lock their socials down. They know when to stop responding to people. They know when to stop responding to media requests, which media requests they should accept and respond to, they've got media training to manage these things. And so they know how to ride out the storms when they happen. And that has not impacted their ability to get contracts. It just has affected, their day-to-day life and their mental well-being.